Yo, what's up? Welcome more to the game. Listen, again, thanks everybody for your support with this new show. We're about 6 episodes in, and I mean, I've been getting some really good feedback on these shows, and you guys are watching them. So please continue to watch. But most importantly, for Gym Mint 10 Sports, hit that subscribe button up there so you can know. Hit that subscribe and then the bell. Hit the bell so you can know when I'm coming on for a show, so you guys can tune in. Spread the word, spread the word, spread the word. Again, y'all know my purpose, man. I'm just trying to highlight basketball, highlight some high school players, local, regional, nationally, whatever the case may be. Obviously, from my hometown, Louisville, Kentucky. Listen, trying to put Kentucky basketball on on a different platform uh, as well. So, hey, listen. On behalf of Super Bowl, if you know me, you know my favorite team is the Patriots right here. I don't know if you can get that right there, but hey, on behalf of the Super Bowl, man, what a dominant performance. I mean, yo, the Eagles, listen. The Eagles came out with a purpose right now. Don't get me wrong. Literally, what Kansas City has done over the last years, even my Patriots were, when we were together. I mean, Andy Reid is I would say one of the greatest of all time. Patrick Mahomes will go down as one of the greatest of all time. Just not right now. But the Eagles, man, I mean Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Listen, my wife pointed this out to me like what was last season? Whatever, but she finds a way to point it out to me that Jalen Hurts, all black woman team. How about that? I asked her, and I said, I wonder what made him decide that. Just curious. And she said, hey, they were all hustles. Hey, positive. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts and his team. Listen, Saquon Barkley, man, watching Hard Knocks, right? And you kind of watching and seeing, oh, is he gonna stay with the Giants or is he gonna go with the Eagles? Like all that type of stuff. And then seeing how they just let a franchise player, clearly he is a player that can come in and you have immediate success with test the market. I'm not. No, you're not testing anything. What do you want? I'm gonna get it for you, right? Like Saquon. And here's the funny thing: it's not like he had even a huge game, but the fact is that they traded him to the Eagles. The Eagles are already good, but now you add a dominant running back. Oh my gosh! Like a dominant running back, like Saquon. I mean, Saquon and King Henry for Baltimore are probably two most impactful running backs that we have seen, in my opinion. Like two impactful running backs. Like, look how Baltimore completely changed prior to having King Henry to now they have King Henry. Now they went a whole season with him. So now they know going into the next season what they have to do and things like that. Saquon joined the Eagles, who was already loaded, really good team, foundation, inserted and had a more consistent running game. Super Bowl. I mean, and not just and the attention that he demands, right? You see, it's almost like their game plan was a keep Saquon in the box, all right? Try to focus on Saquon, let Jalen Hurts beat us. And guess what he did? Jalen Hurts kicked y'all's butt. I mean, kicked y'all's tail. Was it 40 to 20, 40 to 22, something like that? I mean, just and you can see the frustration with Mahomes and Kelsey and those guys, Andy Reid. You can see it. I mean, it was I told my during the game, I said uncharacteristic penalties in how they're playing. And what I mean by uncharacteristic is Kansas City has been sort of the staple of discipline, right, in regards to penalties and things like that. However, sometimes you get a team that you know is way more talented and just as disciplined as they showed the Eagles. The Eagles. I've always thought Kansas City this season was literally hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread. But hey, When you get those opportunities and you take advantage of them, that's what happens. It's good. You win games. You end up in the Super Bowl. When you just so happen when against a much better team than the Eagles, and you kind of find out kind of what kind of happened, right? So we got to think about the halftime performance. Kendrick Lamar was solid. It was solid. It was a good one. It was good. It was good. Solid performance. Solid performance. Uh, and I'm just astounded by the performance of the Eagles. The Eagles were their own halftime show, right? Man, I'm just really surprised by that. Really surprised by that. Not I had the Eagles winning anyway, but I did not expect them to win that big. I mean, and be that dominant. Like be that dominant. I mean, it was just. I mean, how they played, how they executed, how they stayed focused, how they kept the pressure on Patrick. It was impressive. It's almost scary going into next season because I mean y'all know how it is. Off season moves and now the guys have won Super Bowls and now they want their money. I mean all that type stuff, man. So let's just hope that the Eagles can keep it together and hopefully maybe they'll repeat, right? But hey, nobody's better than the greatest. Six with New England, one with Tampa. Total of seven, but New England, the greatest franchise ever. All right, but anyway, so look. Let's move on. Let's move on to this though. I'm gonna tell you. Let's move on to this. Is the NBA, man? Did y'all see last week? I I couldn't keep up with what was going on. My phone started blowing up, and I'm hearing Luca to LA and Dallas gets David. Who the hell would make that trade? But then I'm like, oh, snap. Okay, here we go. And then it just seemed like it was just like just just bowling ball pins or dominoes. I mean, the Lakers big moves. I'm only going to discuss the really big moves here. Lakers, you give up Davis, Dallas traded Luca for Anthony Davis, right? Whew. And now it looks like LA may win this trade, right? They may not win this trade because you got Luca, who already is all NBA. I think he's had all NBA 5 years in a row or something like that. All NBA, and I mean, you guys are talking about. I know some. I listen to some of the pundits talking about his weight and his shape and all that stuff. It's like, but you get all NBA and you out of shape. Hmm. Imagine what's gonna happen when he quote unquote gets in shape, right? But anyway, huge move, and I think it's gonna be a huge compliment to LeBron and those other guys. I really do think so. I mean, he's already a 25 plus guy anyway. Anyway, anyway, and you're adding that to LeBron James, who's literally not giving up any keys to any team anytime soon right now. I mean, this dude is 40 playing like he's 20, right? So Rob Palinka, you may have something here. Then just think about the Bucks. Chris Middleton goes to the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma goes to the Bucks. I'm a little iffy on that because Kyle Kuzma was performing the other day decent, but man, they got blown out. Bucks got blown out. I don't know who wins that. I don't know who wins it. Then here it is, the Jimmy Butler saga. Oh my goodness, it's officially come to an end. The Warriors of all teams pick up Jimmy Butler. Now, I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm a little interested to see, but I'm not gonna act like Jimmy is that big of a headache because Jimmy can ball. Jimmy's a 20 point player. He doesn't. He's gonna guard the other team's best player. You know what I mean? So that's Jimmy Butler can't play. So and he's a leader. He's a leader. Has his own way, but he's a leader. But and he has that swag to him, right? So you got the Warriors pick up Jimmy Butler. They gave up Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and Davion Mitchell. So I don't know how Miami I think Kyle Anderson slow mo may be decent there. Andrew Wiggins, I think Miami may be a good place for him. So I don't know. We'll see. Pistons get Dennis Schroeder. And the Jazz get KJ Martin and Josh Richardson. But then check this out: the Kings gave up De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. Oh my goodness! For him to learn next to Chris Paul, and you're playing with Victor Wembanyama. Oh my goodness! And the Spurs are not bad. I mean, they have some really good players. They're young. To bring somebody in that like De'Aaron Fox right now, good move. Good move. I'm impressed by that. Really good move. But man, I mean, it's a lot of lot of moves. I mean, I was just blown away about just like the trades. And it's like, what do you think goes into a trade? Right? Like I know money and all that stuff, but for Dallas to give up Luca, their franchise player, what happened? Like, what do you think happened? Hey, hit me up. Hit me. Hey, as a matter of fact, don't forget you contact me on X at More to the Game. Right, I'm on Twitter. More to the Game. Hit me up. And don't forget my email address. My email address. I always gotta look because I don't really remember it all the time, which is terrible for me, right? But anyway, my email address, more to the game dot gm10sports at gmail.com. Okay. It's more to the game dot gm10sports at gmail.com. Hit me up. You can email me, follow me on X or Twitter at more to the game. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Like what kind of goes into trading? You trading a player like Luca. I mean, you're literally trading a player like Luca. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of it right now and don't really understand. But anyway, so let's. I'm really gonna switch gears here. I am really going to switch gears here. So yesterday, Saturday, yeah, I gotta get my days, man. Oof. Saturday night, I went to Trinity High School, where I used to coach. Y'all know previous shows, and watched them play a team out of Indy who I've coached against, but I know several players on that team. Cathedral High School. Right now in the state of Indiana, they are ranked number 3. Wow. And I say wow because if you was following me on Twitter, you kind of giving you a like play by play update. Wow. I'm gonna give I'm gonna say this for high school basketball is right now we're in some good hands. We're in good hands. Um, Now you get to the specifics of the work ethics, the focus, the sacrifice, all that type stuff. When you get into that, maybe a little different because our generation we knew how to work hard. This generation, everything is like microwave society, all that type stuff. Last night's game was very intriguing, right? Trinity, who right now is struggling, needless to say, they are. They're I personally think there's some changes that need to happen. I think that the they have a good team, and they really do have a good team. And I mean, Cathedral just, I mean, they came out. I mean, Cathedral came out the game, boom, 7-0 like that. I mean, it was quick. I mean, it was almost like I literally watched them score the first bucket, put my head down, looked up, and it was 7-0. Call timeout. I mean, the shock level that was there was unbelievable. And I mean, they're stacked. I mean, they have a guard. His name is Derek Kennedy. Actually, here's the funny thing. I coached him in football in middle school, and he was on the same team with my son. I'm gonna tell you something, man. This dude on the football field was something, and he got to high school and decided he was gonna stick with basketball. So seeing him grow, I mean, he came out. He literally played like he was the best player on the floor versus Trinity. And he's been playing that way. Now he's had some consistency issues, but he's been playing that way. But and shout out Derek Kennedy, just signed with Wabash up in Indiana. Um, but they got they got a good one. They got I want to say Brady, maybe 6'9", 6'10", lefty, forward center, who's believe he signed with Notre Dame, or he's going to Notre, or wants to go to Notre Dame. One of them. Man, he is just long and a monster. And then they have Keaton Aldridge, who I coached him uh, middle school and on the football field. And I mean, man, this dude's a beast. And I mean, to see him grow is just literally to see him grow is just something really, really, really positive to see. So they have, and then they have Cash, there's like Cash Daniels coming off the bench. I mean, they have some players. Cathedral has some players, and Trinity. I'm gonna tell you something about Trinity. I think his last name. He just signed with Georgetown, and then they got a guard, sophomore guard, and then number 11, Edmonds. His last name is Edmonds. Explosive kid. I'm gonna tell you something. Trinity has next couple of years. They're gonna be really, really good. Got to have the right system. Got to have the right system to have them adopt that and to play and to where they feel open to play. Not that they feel boxed in, but open to play. It's kind of some of the things I saw. And I'm gonna tell you, if you don't have good transition defense, the chances of you winning that game are probably slim to none. Because it doesn't matter. Like if they can get the ball out of the basket and beat you down the court, that's a hard team to beat. And their transition offense and your transition defense, hard team to beat, man. It was a really good, entertaining game. I mean, Trinity kept fighting. They kept coming back. But I just think the experience and the explosiveness of Cathedral was just too much for them. But I'm very interested to see how Trinity finishes up, knowing that now it's February, February 9th, 10th, man. Now you're wrapping up your regular season. You're going into district play, region play. Hopefully you're going to be in the Sweet. Hopefully you want to win your region, go to that Sweet 16. So it's gonna be interesting to see, and I'm gonna be keeping tabs on Cathedral to kind of see how they finish. So I mean, it's one thing to be ranked and all that type of stuff, right? But if you can't finish the job, then the rankings really don't mean anything, right? Because on any given day, you can be beat. Any given day, you can be beat. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna be really, really interested to see how that pans out. But also, like I said, man, I've seen a lot of updates. Nico out of PRP is playing solid. Butler continues to play solid. Man, the number one freshman right now, Jordan Mitchell out of Mayo, is literally, I mean, literally is shining. And then Saint, I watched some Saint X and Ballard play, man, and freshman sensation Josh Lindsay. I mean, he caught an alley oop that you would have thought. I mean, he almost jumped over the rim for it. So I'm gonna tell you, man, explosiveness out of these regions, man, out of these teams, and very excited to see them how they're going to finish up this week, the following week. So these next 2 weeks are very important, finishing up regular season play going into district. So very interested to see how that goes. So hey, stay tuned for that. Trust me on that. Stay tuned for that. But hey, one thing that's very interesting that I want to talk about is Kentucky just passed a rule. Remember, I want to say it was last show, last show we kind of discussed transfers, right? We kind of talked about transfers, like how are transfers going to impact, how are they, how they are at college, how they going to impact high school. Well, check this out. Kentucky just passes where it says this. Now this is House Bill 292, which seeks to allow Kentucky high school athletes a one-time transfer without penalty. So that means you can transfer from anywhere in Kentucky, any high school, and not have to sit out. Like you literally can just go in from one school to the other and not sit out and play. Okay. And then so it says the KHSAA says it met with Bill's sponsor to address concerns of our membership about such an unrestricted option. So I'm gonna keep y'all posted on that. That's gonna be really interesting to see right there how that bill pays out. And I'm gonna tell you again with the transfer portal and college, I'm telling you it's going to rear its ugly head into high school. And then I also want to know like what do I can tell you what I've talked to college coaches what they think about players who transfer schools from here and there, here and there, here and there. But nowadays times have changed, right? So I wonder what they do. Maybe I'm gonna have me a college coach on, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But hey, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what do you think. What do you think about the transfer portal? Do you think it's gonna come down to the high school level? I'm gonna post it right now. I'm gonna post it right now so y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. So here it goes. What do you think about the transfer portal? Dot dot dot. Will it rear its with its head in high school? And then what? Your thoughts. I mean, so hey, so listen. You have it on X. You have it on X. So I just posted it. You have it on X. Let me know your thoughts on that so we can discuss that. All right, so we can discuss that. So hey, listen. So I wanna give a special shout out on our more to the game spotlight. More to the game spotlight. So is this I'm gonna talk about something. So obviously he's famous, but you gotta give flowers due. So I don't know if y'all remember, but Randy Moss, um, I want to say last season or it might be early this season, got diagnosed with a form of cancer, and where he was wearing all these sunglasses and stuff like that, and things like that. And hey, shout out to Randy. Actually, there's gonna be a couple of them. Shout out to Randy Moss. You back on the show today for the Super Bowl, which I thought was awesome. It was awesome to see you back on the show today. Kudos to you, man. May God bless you in your health journey. And then I'm gonna give you another one. I don't know if you remember former dunk champion Nate Robinson for the New York Knicks. He, I want to say a year or two ago, had issues with his kidney, and he actually got a kidney transfer. So shout out to him, the doctors. Shout out to the person who gave him the kidney. Man, may God bless both of y'all and y'all's healing and life journey. Hey, listen again. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, hey, I will try to be out this week at some of the games. Butler. I told Walter before, Coach Walter before, Coach Hickman. He's gonna be on my show. He's gonna be on my show this week. Super Bowl cap threw everything off. But hey, gonna be on my show this week, and I'm gonna come out to a game. I'm gonna come out to a game this week. I gotta figure out when. I'm actually traveling to Columbus, Indiana. Um, the Indy Wildcats home school. My son Jaden Young, number 11. Number 11 plays for it. I'm gonna tell you something. This kid, man, when he comes focused and play, man, the kid will rack up a double on you in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, right? So they are actually competing in their state. So I will be traveling out there on Tuesday. I believe the game is Tuesday. Tuesday night to check him out. And then maybe Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna see when Butler's playing and come out there check out a game, talk to Coach Hickman as well. But hey, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, and always remember, there's more to the game.